What is going on YouTube? So my first video I posted ever was on Super Mario Odyssey and roll canceling, and that was before I really knew what I was doing. I didn't have facecam, capture card, anything really set up. I had my computer pointed at the screen, and that was it. So I'm gonna fix what I didn't do, show what I didn't do, and basically make this the ultimate roll canceling guide. So yeah, that's all I got, so let's do it. Alright, so the first thing with roll canceling is obviously the inputs. So to roll cancel, you gotta be in a roll state. Specifically, the easiest is a roll state with yellow sparks by shaking the controller or building speed with the buttons. Now, of course, the fastest way to build speed is to jump ground pound and immediately roll, and that gets you to max speed instantly, regardless of what method you use. So to do it, you want to jump, ground pound, roll, then hit a cap throw button, which would normally continue your roll, but if you combine that with a jump, you get a roll cancel. So basically, roll, cap throw, jump at the same time. Now specifically, I use B to ZR to ground pound, X to initiate my roll, and then Y and B to actually do the roll cancel. Bam, bam.
Bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
X to Y and B at the same time, basically. And again, you can initiate your roll in any way you want to, and it should work. So, some things to note: if you're using a motion control shake, obviously you don't hit X before. If you're using the XYB method, you could also use YXA, a couple of other methods. But basically, if you're in a motion control roll, stop shaking the controller for like a second. So while you're in the roll, you shake, and then you kind of stop shaking and hit Y and B to cancel out of it. Or X and A, I guess. You can also roll cancel with motion controls. So you can do like a spin throw. That would be really lucky. I got that. And it's the same premise, but you skip the Y input. So you'll just roll once, input your motion control cap input, and jump at the same time. Or close at the same time. There we go, like that, except I did it into a bush. But yeah, so that's some basics. So let's break down like joystick movements. So during your roll cancel, for surface clipping, specifically, you just want to jump ground pound. And another thing is, while you're hitting X, or whatever is to initiate your initial roll, you want to keep the shoulder trigger held for a little bit. So it's not a super long time, but if you don't keep it held long enough, you'll get something like that. You'll get that if you don't hold the shoulder trigger long enough. So if you get that result, you didn't hold the trigger long enough. But anyways, to do surface clips, basically, you want to set yourself up in the right spot, obviously, and then you input the roll cancel, but you hold the joystick to the right after you initiate your roll. It's not completely to the right, it'll be like that much. So, a good amount to the right. And yeah, so surface clipping is super easy with that. I'll show you real fast. So yeah, if I'm setting up to do this surface clip, you want to be around here to start it. If you time it the same way I do it, which is probably not the case, but with trial and error, you'll figure out your timing as well. But you jump, ground pound, initiate your roll cancel, and then twist the joystick to the right, specifically for this one. But you know, you'll also have to do it to the left sometimes, depending on the roll cancel. Like if this were a surface clip, which I don't think it is, you would go like that, which is just this. And yeah, once you've initiated the roll cancel itself, you don't really have to input anything more. Like, you kind of just do it, and then you run. But anyways, for this clip specifically, you'll do it, and you'll tilt the joystick to the right. And once you see yourself through the wall, then you can regroup and jump, you know, this way, up here, and then you can do the stupid out of bounds movement. And yeah, so that's basically surface clipping right there. So again, as a review, you want to initiate a roll cancel with XYB. So X to then Y plus B, or Y to X plus A. And any other way, if you do it any other way, you're like a psychopath, and that's a problem, and you shouldn't do it like that. And that's obviously not subjective, that's an objective opinion, and that is correct. And yeah, fight me in the comments. Anyways, yeah, that's basically it for surface clipping. Just initiate the roll cancel and joystick 90 degrees. And again, this is a lot of trial and error testing. You'll want to do this a lot yourself, and you know, stuff like that. So now for speedrun tricks with this stuff used in the speedrun. So to do this thing that everyone does, that thing, basically you want to input your roll cancel, and you want to do it basically the same way as a surface clip, where you go like that, and run to the right, except immediately cancel out with a jump. So input another jump immediately after. And again, this is a lot of practice, trial and error, but basically, right after you do your little like surface clip type thing, hit the jump button. You have you have a pretty big window to do it, and then push the joystick back to forward. And if you do it right, you should maintain all your speed, and you can do that into like a triple jump and stuff like that. So that's like the big thing to practice. Being able to roll cancel, jump out of it, and maintain all your momentum is crucial. So again, as a review, jump, roll cancel to the right or left. I'm more comfortable to the right, so I do it to the right, but you could do it either way, and put the joystick back forward and jump out of it. And yeah, so that's that. So now let's go to Metro Kingdom, and we can work on roll cancel clips. So Metro Kingdom is definitely the easiest place to do roll cancel clips specifically. And I'll show you as we get there, or I'll edit this out. But anyways, these green doors, once I get to them, every one of these like green doors can be roll cancel clipped through really, really easily once you learn how to do it. It's pretty repeatable. There's like one door that you can't do it through, but the rest of them can all be clipped through. So line yourself up like this on this little seam, and you're just going to want to practice this. Backflip, backflip, ground pound, roll cancel. You don't need to do anything with the joystick, literally at all. So this is probably one of the easiest things to do with roll canceling, but also takes the most attempts and is the most precise. So honestly, I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, basically, you just backflip, ground pound, and do your roll cancel. And as you're starting off with roll canceling, you probably won't be able to get like the instant roll cancels that I'm doing, where it's like, bam, roll cancel. That was a long jump. Bam, roll cancel. You'll probably do like a bam, roll cancel. And that's fine if you do that. You'll just have to position yourself further away from the door, because basically you want to be hitting Y and B right as you're about to like bonk into the door. But yeah, once you get really good at the instant roll canceling, the easiest way to do it is just to backflip away, ground pound, roll cancel straight forward. You can hold the joystick forward; it'll help you. But yeah, again, it's forward. Like you don't even need to do. You don't need to do anything to maintain your speed, and you just bam, you just bam, go through the door. So again, these are really good doors to practice with, but of course there's, you know, a bunch of other much more used, I guess, ones, like IP clip, and this will probably take me a long time to get because I suck at IP clip. I've gotten it like 3 times ever. So, editing me, either like speed this up a lot because this is really boring, or cut it out because this is not fun gameplay. It's just me shaking the controller. Alright, so 10 hours later I finally made it to the inverted pyramid. And yeah, you line yourself up with like the right side of his nose, and you do it. You do the backflip into the roll cancel. And you kind of just pray. You do it and you hope. I've never been able to do it like first try or anything. So, just go through the wall, please. Yes! Oh my god, that took me so long. So anyways, yeah, that's IP clip. I absolutely suck at IP clip, but there you go, there's IP clip. What other cool ones are there? Or some in Metro Kingdom. That'll work. So, in Metro Kingdom, you've got the big underground sewer sub-area with the piranha plants. And there's a whole section that you can skip with a cool roll cancel flip, and it is really satisfying to do. So, you go down here, and if you start on this pipe, and you just roll cancel away, please, Luigi. Yes! Finally, holy crap. So yeah, then you would beat up the piranha plants in here and get out of here. But the speedrun route doesn't include this room, unless you're doing like a world peace run. So honestly, there's not really a whole lot of use for this. And I just wasted, you know, a good 5 minutes of my life, which is not that bad, but you know, could have been not 5 minutes of my life. So anyways, that's basically it. So in a little final wrap-up review, we've got surface clip style, which is we rotate the joystick 90 degrees, and you can also do this to get max speed. Like you can go and then like use it, but it's kind of niche. You can do it with the flower road skip. Actually, yeah, I'll show that. So when you grab the moon, when you grab the story moon in the speedrun route, you face this way, you ground pound, you roll cancel, and you do like a 180 on the stick. And you do this slowly, but you basically want to set it up the same way as like a surface clip, where you kind of want to start out going the same way that you initially roll, but really quickly go to the 90 degrees to the left, and then as a result you'll be able to go all the way around and hit this jump, and that took me 2 minutes, so that's not that bad. And then you know, continue the route, and yeah, so basically that's about it. So let's review and go over all that you should know. First thing, we have the 90 degree roll cancel, surface clipping, and you know, pretty simple. You do the XYB, you hold the joystick to the right or left 90 degrees, and yeah. Next is the Speedrun Strat, where you roll cancel and immediately jump out of it to face back normal, and again you want to start going to the right or left and then immediately put the stick back forward and jump. If you do it right, you maintain your speed. You can do it under triple jumps, you can do cool stuff with it. And finally we have the style for straight up clipping. And, you know, hold the joystick forward the whole time, and do it. So, that's basically it. Actually, yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, you should be a roll cancel pro by now. If there's anything I missed, let me know. I'd be totally down to redo this and, you know, edit what needs to be edited. Hopefully this helps you become an absolute god at Mario Odyssey. And hit the red button because it's a cool button, and hit the thumbs up button because it's also a cool button. Yeah, see you guys.